Quarantine is a game that will look very familiar to you if you've played Pandemic or Plague Inc. Anything like that, the same overall feel. I mean, there's this massive wave of illness that's sweeping over the world. We have to stop it. Except Quarantine takes a nice twist on it and focuses on characters. Now, each operative belongs to a certain class, and as they go around kind of destroying this disease, whatever it might be that's killing a bunch of people, they're going to gain experience, and they're going to get more powerful in whatever specialization they're good at. So that's what makes Quarantine very unique, and that's what I really like about it, because it really forces you to play with completely different play styles depending on who you choose to bring into your team and how you choose to combat certain scenarios and certain diseases. I don't even know if diseases are the right term. Do we know? I don't know. I guess so. So obviously there's a few scenarios I can choose between. Let's go ahead and go with the basic bacteria scenario here. I think everyone is used to the bacteria scenario from other kind of disease games. So basically increased spread to uninfected cities, standard infection in infected cities, standard mutation rate. Got to be careful here. I'm going to play on medium. Now, as most of these kind of Pandemic games go, this is pretty hard. It is pretty hard. I was surprised. It took me a little while to get it down, even on easy. I'm now at the point where I could probably play it on medium and hope that I don't completely embarrass myself. I probably will. I probably will. So we have to select the leader. These are the 4 classes that we can choose between between the operatives. Right now, this is the leader. This is a really, really important dude for us to go with here. So we've got science, diplomacy, medic, and security. There's 2 in here that I thought was kind of weird. The security guy, like, what is a security dude gonna do? I'm guessing he's a soldier, partly because each team member, each operative will possibly lose health depending on what mission they go into. So if they go into like a disease-filled city, they possibly can receive damage. They possibly could barely make it out alive. So you want to be careful with that, because if you lose a team member, you're kind of screwed. That's going to be really, really tough to come back from. So we want to, so that way, so the security leader is not too bad. We also get a free starting tech depending on, the body armor, but depending on what leader we choose between. The diplomat here, I actually really like the diplomat, Elizabeth. So basically we need money to hire operatives, as well as we can, use money for other things, like quarantining, which is pretty important. We want to quarantine a lot, so money is very nice. I think I will go with Elizabeth. I really like diplomacy. I like getting extra money. Diplomat is skilled in negotiations with governments and acquiring support from them. We have to get support by building offices. They have a head start at raising influence and generating resources. Let's do it. I like it. And then I'm going to start off with my hometown, Los Angeles. This is where our HQ is going to be located. Not that big of a deal, but get increased influence in region where this city is found. Okay, so let's do it. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is figure out where the outbreak points are. There seems to be 3. We've got 1 in South America, 1 in the Arabian Peninsula, and 1 in Indochina. So, we've got this bar up here that's ultimately going to decide when we lose the game. So when this fills up with a bunch of red people, we died. I did not successfully make myself look good at this game. Besides that, we have little slots open for different team members that we can hire. We need 30,000. Right now I'm at 20,000, so in the next turn I can hire somebody new. And outside of that, we've got a lab window here. This is how we find a cure. We can only find a cure with a scientist, though, and unfortunately, I don't want to say anything about my own strategies, but the scientist, I feel like I like to hire as one of the last people, at least when it comes to the bacteria scenario, because the scientists don't do that much. They sample whatever diseases or bacteria is ravaging, and then take it back to the lab, and then it takes more days. We have to, research it, basically. Here's the tech tree. Very small tech tree, but pretty important that we choose carefully. So obviously improve logistics. This is another reason why I like to go with the diplomat first, because I get access to this technology a little bit sooner. I would love to hire more people on our team, but we're not going to research that first because we still have a lot of other hiring to do. Healing restores 100% health. So yeah, as I said, you can take damage when going into disease-filled cities, but you can heal, obviously. You won't necessarily heal 100% until you get this tech, though. Removes 2 samples instead of 1 per treatment. No, I think I'd rather go, I don't know. Operatives receive less damage from operations. It depends on how much damage we're going to take. I think I want to take a risk Remove 2 samples instead of 1 per treatment. Okay, let's do that. That sounds really good, actually. So we can go around the world. We can go to these cities right away with my leader, and I can say treatment operation, and we can get rid of this like level 1 tier disease outbreak in the city. As you can see, there's room for 4 here. So as soon as that bar fills up to, like, I guess all 4, I'm guessing this is going by quarters, so when that fills up all the way, the city's gone. There's nothing else I can do about it. It's completely, I guess everybody died inside the city, and I can't save it anymore. I can't even enter the city. So we gotta be very, very careful of that. We don't want that to happen. As well as, watch these connections here. This is really important because depending on, what city is connected to who, that's where the disease can spread. It's much more important that in quarantine that you quarantine certain cities. What we want to do ultimately is corner a lot of these diseases off in places like Siberia, Australia, North America, South America. If I can corner it off by quarantining surrounding cities, that's how we can get to a victory. That's only one strategy that I've found useful. Not always the best thing for me. To get more money with the diplomat, I can go to like Denver, for instance, and establish an office. This is going to give us more XP, which, as I said, XP is pretty important. There's no risk of damage because the city is not diseased at all, and I'll get $10,000 more per day by establishing this, which is pretty important. That's what I like to do at first. Is this a really bad start? It's not horrible. I'm very worried about what's happening here. And as I said, to quarantine a city, oh my gosh, Bangkok, it has 5 different connections. That's bad. That is bad. It might spread to a whole bunch of places. I think I want to take a risk here, and yeah, I'm gonna take a risk here and establish an office. I don't know if I don't know if it's like really that big of a risk. Oh, can we not? I guess I can't. Oh, because you can only establish offices in cities that have the disease. Yeah. So that would be important. I guess we could go here. I'm gonna do it. That way, next turn we start making more money. I should be able to get more team members. The disease is gonna spread a little bit faster here early on, but I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna establish the operation, and we didn't get hurt at all, which is nice. We had a chance of getting hurt. I'll go over some of these other things that we can do. The sample operation is only for basically scientists. I mean, I could do it with other people without using scientists, but that's how we can find a cure. Quarantine the city, as I've been talking about. I can heal my operative if he has a little bit of damage, he or she, and then I could treat the actual city itself if it isn't too high. Okay, so we have to go to the next turn. We only get 1 action per member of our team. Let's see where the disease spreads. Okay, so you went to Jakarta, not as bad. I want to get this out of here first. So there's 2 different corners right now. I think, so I can hire somebody at the moment, and we're making 20,000 a day. That's good. We might be able to. We've got more money to quarantine, which is what I like to see. So here we go. I can hire medics, which are going to treat cities faster when I choose to treat the city. Or I'm sorry, they're going to treat more, so +1 per level. So as they experience more, level up, they'll eventually get to the point where, like, even like a city's population that's like 3 out of 4 infected, they can just reduce that completely in 1 turn. So that's what we want experience. That's very important. We don't necessarily need another diplomat, and I can ignore scientists for now. Security is going to help us if we're taking a lot of damage for certain people, which on medium difficulty we take more damage than before. But I think I want to go with Monica here. She's going to help me. She's going to be really, really useful, especially for some of these cities like this, for instance, Santiago. So we can treat Santiago right now if we use the right person. Let's not mess this up. Okay, yeah, so there, we can reduce the infection by 2. We've got a medium damage risk. You might lose half your health. Let's see what happens. Yep, she lost half her health, so we got to be way more careful with her. We can heal her next turn, but obviously, if you waste your action healing, that's going to suck. That's going to really suck. I think I'd rather keep this here, to be honest. I can completely... I think I want to eradicate the bacteria from the middle of the world. I do not like that it's just sitting here in the middle of the entire world, so I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, so you might also take some damage. That would be very bad. I don't have any money to quarantine. It takes 15,000 to quarantine cities. So boom. So now that city is uninfected right now. I mean, you can still see the red ring, which it was infected, but that's fine. It's not gonna... It's possible for it to go back there, but it's really unlikely for it to rise back up, at least the bacteria scenario. I think maybe some of the other ones are could kind of throw different curveballs at you. Okay, so they're staying in South America. It is turn 3. I'm at 20,000 bucks. Now, if I take a risk with this chick, she could die. We got to be very careful with that. I don't see a good position to quarantine a city. Actually, you know what? Delhi might be. Delhi is a huge city with multiple connections. I could. Okay, and look, and this city's already back with its population a little bit. I mean, it's already infected. I feel like I've got to take the risk. Oh, man, you know what? No. I'm not going to take the risk, because that would be a really dumb risk. I'm going to heal the operative. We're going to let it grow some more, which is kind of scary. Yeah, so we're going to heal. That should heal you up 100%. There we go. Okay, so at least she's safe now. Really didn't want to lose a team member this early on. That would not go so well. And then I guess just treat it. Hopefully it goes well. In 2 days, I'll be a lot more effective in treating cities. So I'm hoping that is what's going to save us. And then I might even hire another medic. That way, you know, I'd rather the cities I'd rather the disease not spread to new cities, obviously. I'd rather it just kind of build up in Delhi. Okay, so there are different missions that we get to choose between. Nothing more is contagious than fear. Because I do not have the security class, I can't choose an option here. So Delhi's gonna get even worse. Delhi's gone because of that. So this is gonna be an unsavable city. This is a really, really bad game so far for me, because I just lost a huge city with 5 different connections to other cities. If we don't start getting on this, we are going to lose this one. I already have. I mean, this. I'm not worried about this. We still have a lot of time. I get to hire somebody new, and they're all going to be fresh. I mean, I think we need Michael Clayton. Yeah, I think we need. I think I need to go with the other medic. Let's do it. Okay. Now, I think the first thing I want to do is just get rid of it in South America. Yeah. Nobody has 2, right? You have 2. I wouldn't be able to completely get rid of it in South America, not this turn, but next turn I get to hire somebody new. So let's not quarantine anybody. Again, this costs 15,000, so I need to be careful. Let's use you. You're fresh. And let's get this out. Nice. Okay, so you got hurt again. That's not good, but one more day, baby. One more day. So you completely got rid of it in that city. Let's get Buenos Aires. Yeah, let's go treat Buenos Aires, because there's no more cities with 2 infected population. Okay, good. You didn't get hurt. And let's just finish this off with, you know, you have too many cities that you can connect to. So let's treat this one. My leader. Bam. Nice. Okay, you got some experience. Oh, nice. Okay, good. And you leveled up. That's what you just showed us. So Elizabeth has leveled up a little bit. And now we have to end the turn. So next turn, I think I might be able to get rid of it in South America as it spreads to Istanbul. Oh boy. All right. Okay. So I'm at 30,000. I get to. Oh boom! What did I just get? Nice. So we want to get another operative for sure here, I think. So I can increase the research time in this tech tree by paying 60,000. We don't want to do that just yet, though. Operatives receive less damage from operations. That might be really helpful, because I'm taking a lot of damage, but I'm going to take a risk and just go with more operatives. So that means we might kill a few. We'll see. By the way, there's nothing I can research in the lab because I'm not taking any samples. Yeah, I'm not taking any samples yet. I can get a scientist and be way more effective at taking samples. Anyone can take samples, but we'd just be more effective. Okay, so I'm going to use you. Yeah, we're going to... Wait a second. Why can't I... Do I have the wrong person? I want to get rid of this. You won't let me... That's interesting. Oh, advanced treatment. What is this? Treat even more people with this advanced operation. Okay, well, actually don't... Oh, so you have to do advanced treatment. Okay, so this must be because we did that research. I see. Okay, so that's good. So maybe I should use the advanced treatment on some of these bigger, yeah, reduce infection rate by 3. So we can really save a lot of cities. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Good, you didn't lose anything. That's good. We probably need her to heal. That was a pretty big risk that I just took. We might want to stop Bangkok. I really want to get rid of it here, though. Yeah, I think I want her to get rid of this. Do I have 30,000? I do. Okay, so I can hire somebody new. Advanced treatment. Okay, so let's get it out of South America. Yeah, I just don't want to have to worry about multiple corners. It's already in the middle of the world right now, so that's not going too well. I can get a scientist. I think I really want to go for a security guy here. That way, at least I have options when more events pop up like that. So let's go ahead and do it. And I get somebody new in 5 turns. I might want to upgrade the rate at which I'm researching techs. Okay, so this is somewhat safe. It's possible that it comes back, but it's unlikely. So that's all we need to focus on. I still have 2 more decisions to make. I think I want to stop it from moving into Europe. You know what, if it moves closer to Australia, that's fine. If it goes to Sydney, that's perfect. If it goes to Perth, that's perfect. Let's get it cornered, though. So yeah, let's go after Istanbul. You don't have any, yeah, you don't have any problems. Good, and we're able to treat a lot of population inside these cities. So I'm gonna go after this now too.
In the bag.
Boom. All right, good. You're getting XP, and let's see where it spreads to. Go to Australia. Go to Australia. That sounds horrible now that I think about it. That sounds so evil. I know. Okay, so now I can finally kind of show off the name of the game, quarantining. I've got the money to do it. I don't have the extra slot open, so I can't hire anybody right now anyways. So we're going to quarantine this city. And I'll quarantine it, yeah, with the security chick. Let's do it. Bam. Okay, so this basically means that nobody can leave the city. Obviously, no one can come into the city. We get extra defense. This will eventually wear away, but for now, it'll be fine. Ah, this went to Tokyo. Okay, so all 3 of our next moves need to be continuing to push it away. Yeah, so we got to get rid of it from here. Oh, someone needs to heal, though. How many? If I use all 3 of my moves, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see where we're at. Let's do advanced treatment in. I'm gonna use this chick. Don't get hurt. Nice. Good. You're safe. I think I might take a risk and. Okay, you might die. Dead. Boom. She's dead. Right there. Oh, Monica. I'm sorry, baby. I am sorry, Monica. I failed you. And also, the city didn't go down either. So you died. You didn't even finish what I asked you to do. Okay, so then we want to advance treat this guy. And I just used the quarantine, so I don't have enough money. Okay, well, I'm going to start the treatment here.
That got hairy.
Ah, boy. And now he got hurt, too. That's why, I mean, hey, maybe I should have gone for those extra... that technology that didn't allow us for as much damage. Okay, so it is turn 6. I'm gonna see what happens in the next turn. Let's see where it goes. Let's keep getting money, baby. That's a positive. I'm at 2,500. We might want to establish an office here, maybe.
Field report.
Oh boy. Okay, so I've got a big event here. The incubation period of the disease has got longer. This means the disease is going undetected for too long. We need to change health regulations. Okay, so since I've got both these classes, I can choose whichever option here. Legislate. So introduce laws forcing the population into compulsory. I don't think I'm saying that right. I know I'm not saying that right. Anyway, screening to help identify and segregate infected citizens. Resolve the issue by promoting the enforcement of strict guidelines. That I don't know about this strict guidelines. Let's legislate it. Let's see what happens. Oh, boom. So there goes another one that we just lost. This is not good. We'll see what happens in the next video. But yeah, as you can see, we're in a tough cookie. We're in a tough position. Obviously, we are not off to a good start at all, but that's the way this game goes sometimes. Sometimes you get dealt a bad hand and you're kind of screwed. But I'm going to try to save in the next video. If I don't save it, then I'll try again. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.